Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
I'm filming this kind of late today.
And it's because it just ended up being that way. I was going to do this another day, but I was like...
Again, I'm not trying to get spoilers here, so...
I'm doing it like at... What time is it right now? 1:38? Yeah. It's okay though. It's okay. It could be worse. Could be worse. But yeah. So, we're back with a new tgcf reaction. We're watching episode 10 of season 2. So... yeah, crazy. We're already like towards the end of the season. That's crazy. So, as always, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Bianca, aka FantasyEnthusiast. I make content based on fantasy stuff and just very much anything that I enjoy that brings communities together. So, like I already said, we are watching tgcf. And to do a little recap of what happened last episode. So, if I could remember correctly, we were in a flashback for the majority of the time. So, I can't really recall in the beginning what happened exactly. Okay, never mind, I can't. So, Hua-Chang ended up, you know, hitting Chi-Rung and banging his head on the ground like several times, and Xu-Lian even had his own little time to also take his aggression out on Chi-Rung too. He slapped him in the face after, you know, he insulted Hua-Chang. And yeah, so there's that. And then after all of that, it goes into a flashback, and so then we're shown, like, you know, the prince guy, and then Xu-Lian when he was the imperial preceptor, and then his assistant of the prince, he's also with him as well. And yeah, it was just basically the whole entire time, like, you know, just the good old days when Xu-Lian used to be a part of, you know, his life and all that stuff, because he was, again, his master, and so, you know, of course he was with him. And yeah, that was basically that. And then it ended up being like a cliffhanger at the end of this person that is, what's his name? Forgetting the name. Can't recall exactly. Unla? I think that's the name. But there's this character that was shown at the end, and it ended up being left off there. So, yeah, it wasn't really a lot to really discuss there, besides, of course, like, most of the episode being Chi-Rung being a crazy man, and you have Xu-Lian and Hua-Chang just talking to him, just saying how, like, you know, don't listen to him, he's wrong, all this stuff, and just saying all these things about him, and Chi-Rung just talking all his crap towards them. Yeah, it was just very much banter after banter, so nothing crazy. But yeah, so there's that. But this episode, I'm pretty sure, is going to take place in a flashback again, because we ended up with it being in a flashback. And so I'm pretty sure it's going to continue on from that flashback. Or even maybe go back to the present. Like I said, I think the donghua is doing like a back and forth thing. Compared to the novel, it's just, you know, flashback for a while, and then after those couple of chapters of it being a flashback, we go back into the present. So I'm not sure if it's going to continue doing that back and forth thing, or if it's going to stay in a flashback for the rest of the episodes. Whatever it's going to do, we will see. Because, yeah, it's the show, and, you know, it's a little different with the way they do things. So we'll see. But with that being said, that's all you guys need to know from last episode. And one last thing I do want to mention, or no, actually two more things. One being, of course, as always, the full length of this reaction video will be up on Patreon. But if you want to stick to the cut version on YouTube, by all means, go with the cut version. No matter what, you're supporting me, so that's all that matters. Though, as always, I will urge, if you guys can, again, emphasis on can, support me on Patreon when it comes to these reaction videos, since I did notice that these do not get monetized. So, yeah. So if you can, support me on Patreon, that is very much great. But if you can't, just hitting the like button and subscribing and viewing the video is very much supportive as well. Though, of course, you won't make money on it, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with that because I enjoy doing this. I don't do this just for money. So, I do this because I actually enjoy doing this, and also because I just want to look back at my reactions. And so, yeah. So, there's that. One other thing I want to mention. Oh, so in terms of like their reactions going up, I don't guarantee it's gonna go up right away. Like, it's gonna be a little behind because when I was like, in school and all that, I was doing it actually like constantly. But since I've been on my break, I've just been like chilling and doing my thing, so haven't really been doing a lot of recording. And so because of that, I'm kind of a little behind on like editing videos and putting videos out. So I apologize for that. Just give me some time to like go back into my daily schedule. It's gonna take some time because I'll also be starting my spring classes soon. So yeah. But with that being said, that is all I wanted to say and announce, whatever. Again, Happy New Year's to everyone. And yeah, so we can finally start this. Okay. Very abrupt.
抓紧了，宾客差不多要到了。
是。
So we're still in a flashback. Okay.
不辛苦，都是分内之事。
Those angles.
走吧，安乐，我们进去吧。
So this is
殿下没一起来吗？
the prince guy's parents, right?
今早千秋就神。
国师不出席，是为何呀？
Aww. Parents.
国师，哎呀，之前向国师许诺的勤政从简，可绝非妄言呐。只是这刘金燕，
臣明白。陛下是想借皇室家宴，兴盛经济作坊吧？
国师是怎么？
I need to pause this real quick.
今日陪同太子殿下出游，
His parents were hung?
Both of them? This is news to me. Just letting you guys know. I didn't know exactly what happened to his parents. I just knew they were dead. But I didn't know how exactly they died. And now knowing... This is news to me. I'm sorry, I'm shocked. Like, I just keep... I just can't believe it. Oh my god. It was... Okay, but... How old was Shu Yan when they died? Was he still... Pretty sure he was 17 still, right? I'm pretty sure. Because they were alive when that happened. When he was... you know, going into becoming the crown prince of Shenle and all of that. And so I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure they were still alive when he was, you know, going through that whole process when he turned 17 and all of that. So he must have been 17 when they died. Oh my god. What? I'm shocked. What? If I'm interpreting that wrong, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I saw what I saw. But, like, if I'm wrong about their death being hung, like, you know, they got hung, I hope I'm not interpreting that wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm interpreting this right. Because, I mean, hello, we literally showed people's feet dangling. I'm pretty sure... Yeah. And it showed them first, and then after it showed that. So I'm pretty sure that's them, right? What? I'm genuinely baffled right now. I can't believe this. That is insane.
明白。
Yes, everyone. Oh,
城主，我这就去向御医。
国师，我活不了了。山老王，我要他陪葬，我要所有仙乐人陪葬。
太子殿下，快点，来了！
千秋，千秋。 我要杀了所有仙乐人！我要杀光所有仙乐人！
乐人都有份儿！
Oh my god！
不痛，不痛，一点都不痛。比起太子表哥的一掌，你可差远了。你那蠢蛋爹妈也没什么本事，还做千秋大梦，我呸！
千秋这是要做什么？
活该你有爹生回娘养。
你往常就是用这口锅吃人的吗？
是了，你想怎么吃？
I remember this part.
千秋，怎么？秦伟其中吃了多少活人？不能叫他也尝尝被煮熟的滋味吗？他是我灭族的仇人，我不能也让他受受苦吗？
恭喜你，你的好徒儿翅膀硬了，会有酷刑，会找个人了。
西荣，
太子表哥，太子表哥，这个世上可没人能比得上太子表哥。
嘿，去他的仙乐太子，都让我烧了！
难不成少杀了几个人，我还就多了几分苦衷不成？可我们用什么狗屁苦衷？我让千秋父皇一心想要融合两族，我是不是杀了他？ 安乐王是仙乐皇族最后一支血脉，我是不是杀了他？说什么我也是活该，反正我也死不了，全算在我一个人头上，不好吗？本来只是我一个人干的好事，我一个是祸害，现在是安乐王也算上了，西荣也算上了，所有仙乐人都算上了，黑一个人，难道不比黑一群人好吗？ 难道就非要让他发现，从前我教他的，真的全都是假的、空的、不值一提的鬼扯的废话吗？对不起，三郎，对不起，我怕是疯了，对不起。
Why would they end it there?
Stop!
I'm sorry. I'm literally about to cry because of him. Man, Julian.
Oh!
Now it all makes sense. When you watch it in the show, it makes so much more sense now. Oh, damn. We need to see the preview first before I discuss. God, there's too much to discuss here. Oh. That hurt. That did hurt. A lot. I hope there's a preview. Okay, here it is. Alright. Oh boy. But since I'm here, home, I'm gonna have to look for it on YouTube, so it's on the bigger screen. Let's see here. It's called Shilian Doubts About Hua Cheng's Past. This one's gonna be really good too. Dang, to think the season's almost over already. Crazy. Okay, here goes the trailer. Oh god.
这巢穴里，怕是还藏了不少活人，先救他们出去。好。刘金燕，当初我知道是安乐王一手策划，但未曾想幕后是七荣之事。而你是如何得知？我并非相信一定是他做的，我只是确信，一定不是你做的。三郎，你到底是什么人？我总有一种感觉，你是我一位故人。
Because it's true. It is true.
Though, from what I saw, you guys told me in the comments before in another video that he doesn't know, sorry for the squeaking by the way, he doesn't know it's him, the kid that he obviously met in the past, that's of course WangXian. He doesn't know that it's him until like the very end of the story. So I think he's just gonna tell Shilian here a lie or something, that oh, it's not me, that you think you know, that you're mistaken. You know, he's gonna make some sort of lie here. But what was I gonna say for? Oh, so I remember this part of the episode. I remember this part where they go to this place and there's a whole bunch of people there, and Shilian's gonna try to save them, of course, and it starts going downhill, if you remember the book. But we will talk about that when it does happen. We're gonna talk about this episode. So, yes, the majority of the episode was very much the flashback, and then we went back to the present. And obviously we saw that Shilian didn't kill all those people like, you know, obviously he thought was the case. The the prince guy. He was just not remembering correctly, but the one thing he did get correct was obviously Shilian killing his dad. That did indeed happen. And it was because he was talking crap about his people, even though he thought, oh, you know, I thought you were with my people. And since obviously he never told him that he's, you know, obviously from Shenle, because this was way after that whole massacre happened. And so he didn't know, of course, that the Imperial Preceptor, which is Shilian, he didn't know that he is indeed the prince of Shenle. He did not know that. The dad of the prince guy. I'm still trying to remember his name. Xuanzhou? Xuanzhou. I think that's his name, right? Yeah, that's his name. Okay. I'm telling y'all, his name is, for some reason, taking me forever to remember. Yeah, so he didn't know that Xilian was indeed the Crown Princess Shenle, and so because of that, he just started spewing this hate for the Shenle people, and so because he said that about the Shenle people, it triggered Xilian, and so he killed him. And though, of course, I don't condone him doing that, because obviously he spoke ill of his people, which, I mean, you know, you shouldn't be doing that either, but don't think you need to kill him, necessarily. Yes, I understand, you know, hearing that from someone, you know, is, you know, from the Yungan people who killed many Shenle people, hearing that from them obviously triggered him, so I understand why he did it. Because obviously the father of Shenshou, he is, you know, a Yungan person. So, you know, obviously knowing that, that triggered Xilian, and so that's why he killed him. So I understand that, but, you know, the father literally was saying that, oh, I want the, you know, Shenle people and the Yungan people to come together, be, you know, like friends, and just be good colleagues with one another. You know, like he was like saying how they can live in harmony. But in the end, he ended up talking ill about, you know, about the Shenle people, and so what he said was all very hypocritical at the end of the day. Because he ended up going against what he said. So, do I blame Xilian for being furious? Of course not. I don't blame him at all. I do think he has every right to feel that way. But him wasn't the right choice. Because obviously, that would very much make the prince guy, aka Chenshou, hate him. So, and obviously we saw in the flashback, he saw him kill him. So, that still was the same. So, because of that, you know, obviously, he still has very much hatred for Xilian. So there's that. And obviously now we go back to the present, which we saw, and it was Qirong, you know, going crazy, spewing all these things that was true. But, you know, he's talking about like a lunatic, as we all know, Qirong is very much that. But I will give Qirong some of this, that he is good when it comes to being funny, and also when it comes to, like, you know, some story times. Even though some of the story times can sometimes be a little untrue, because, you know, it's Qirong at the end of the day. But he does speak some truth in it, here and there. So, Qirong, everybody. And obviously we saw, like, Chenshou, he just had it with Qirong, and he decided to cut his body up, and he threw him into the pot of soup, and yeah, we all saw that he got burned alive, and he died. But because he's gonna come back if, of course, they don't find his ashes. But yeah, so there's that, and then we had at the end Xilian breaking down, because obviously Xilian's like, this all is my fault too, not just, you know, the other people that took, you know, that took, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't find the words right now. But the other people who also, you know, played along with this, and obviously, you know, did this massacre. And obviously Xilian, because Xilian took part of it, obviously Xilian feels guilty, because he still killed, you know, Chenshou's father, and because of that, that's obviously why he feels guilty, which is valid, of course, because he is guilty when it comes to that. But yeah, so he started breaking down, crying, and blaming himself, and, you know, starting to have a mental breakdown, saying that it's all his fault, and, you know, he started even grabbing Huacheng, and how he was basically taking his anger out on him. And obviously once he realized what he was doing, and because we all know, you know, both of them being very much dear to one another, and so because of that, once he realized that he was, you know, hurting Huacheng, even though it wasn't really hurting him, but he saw it as like, oh my gosh, now I'm becoming even a monster towards someone that I very much adore. And so when he realized what he was doing, he was like, oh my gosh, like, who am I becoming, you know? And so Xilian very much at that point, he just felt like he was becoming more of a monster than he already was. And that brings me to why I love Xilian. He's a very flawed character, and that is why I think he's a great character, because he's not perfect. And that is something I kind of do start to have an ick now of when it comes to characters in like shows and movies or just stories in general. When it comes to the main protagonists always have to be so perfect. I honestly don't think that's realistic. I've seen a lot of stories like that already and read a lot of stories like that, and honestly it's kind of getting old now, and I'm just like, can we have more realistic, you know, characters where it's like they're not all that perfect and they are flawed? I think that's great to see, because yeah, people in real life aren't perfect. So I do really very much like how, you know, he's flawed, he's not perfect like everyone thinks he would be, since he, you know, when you see Xilian you think, oh, he's a sweet guy that would never do harm, but surprise, he actually killed people. So you know, you wouldn't think that of him if you saw his character design the very first time. I mean, I didn't when I first saw him, so just throwing that out there. But yeah, so, and obviously Huacheng understood, like, yeah, he's going to have a mental breakdown after this. He's gonna take it out on me, and obviously I'm not gonna take offense to this, because he has every right to feel this way. Though, of course, you know, him pulling his little, clothing, you know, isn't going to solve anything, but it was just him trying to take out his anger, even though it wasn't the right way to do it, of course. Though Huacheng understood, like, he's having his moment, I'm going to let him, and I know he doesn't mean any harm to me doing this, you know, he doesn't hate me. It's not towards me. So, yeah. So there's that. That was the episode. No, that was a lot of talking. Hope your guys' head didn't get too filled with that. And I'm sorry for talking very fast, but I just don't want the camera to cut me off like it did the first time. But yeah, there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. As always, you know, please like, subscribe, and comment for more of these reactions and just my other content. Very much would appreciate that. I am planning to make another type of video, not just reactions. It's just taking me some time, as obviously I'm trying to see what do I want to talk about. I'm not going to do a video essay though until a while, and that's just because, like I said, those take forever to do, and so that will take me some time, and until I of course script those, that's when it will be then, you know, when I come up with another video essay. But for now, I'm going to try to see if I can do like commentary videos where I just discuss a topic on the top of my head that it's more of like a rant type of thing and my personal opinion situation, and just me talking about, you know, whatever it is I'm talking about. Just because those are a lot more quicker to get out, and those tend to not be as long, and so because of that, I want to, you know, make, at least for now, another type of video for now, because I've been doing a lot of reaction videos, and I'm pretty sure, like, to my other subscribers who don't really watch reactions or anything, they're probably like, okay, what happened to the commentary videos or the reaction, what happened to the commentary videos and what happened to the video essays? Those will come back, I swear. It's just going to take me some time, because like I mentioned before, actually, because I do remember saying this, is that reactions are a lot more faster to edit. And though, not saying of course my commentary videos aren't fast to edit either, because those tend to be short, so more faster to get out and edit, but I do tend to add sometimes things, and so that takes time, and so because of, you know, those little things that I put into the editing process, it could be a longer process to edit. So because of that, it takes longer. So that's why, as always, I say that my reaction videos are a lot quicker to get out, and so because of that, you know, that's why I've been doing reaction videos. But I will try my best to get back into, you know, commentary videos as well as with video essays. Again, it will just take me time. But with all that said, that is all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next one, the next reaction for episode 11. And we are indeed coming down to the end of the season, guys. I can't believe it. That was indeed a crazy episode. What shocked me the most was finding out that his parents indeed got freaking hung. And I didn't know that. Unless, again, I'm interpreting that wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm interpreting this right. Crazy. But, yeah. So, as always, this video will be up on Patreon, the full link. And it will also be up on YouTube, the cut version. And yeah, so please like and subscribe and comment for more. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!